Time is running out for thousands of Texans hoping to get health insurance through the Affordable Care Act.
So far, some 6 million people have enrolled for insurance through the health care exchanges. Some even qualify for insurance subsidies.
Federal government set a deadline for this Monday. If you do not have insurance by then, you could end up paying a government fee. But this week, the Obama administration gave an extension for people who started the process but simply had not completed it yet. The official said mid-April, but not a specific date.
So far, enrollment in Texas lags behind many other states, and for that reason, President Obama's Health and Human Services Secretary Kathleen Sebelius is in the middle of a Texas tour. Today, during her stop in Austin, I sat down with the secretary for an exclusive one-on-one interview. And I'm just curious what you have noticed when it comes to specific challenges in the central Texas area with getting people enrolled.
Yeah, we certainly have a lot of people who need language assistance. So getting the Spanish website up and running was really critically important. But having said that, it's more challenging when you have opposition from state elected officials who really are trying to do a lot of damage to the possibilities that people might have for expanded health care.
And since you talk about that, I do want to read you something that Senator Ted Cruz said earlier. He said about the Affordable Care Act, it is the most unpopular law in the country. Millions of people have lost their jobs, have lost their health care, have been forced into part-time work, have their premiums skyrocketing, and right now Washington isn't listening to those people. That's how we win elections, and that's how we can repeal Obamacare. How do you respond to that?
Well, unfortunately, nothing that Senator Cruz said is backed up by the facts. So here are the facts. Employment in the private sector has grown every year that this law has been in place. We have seen the private insurance costs grow at the slowest rate in decades, and millions of people are going to have affordable coverage. So again, the votes 51 times on the House side to repeal Obamacare have not worked, and we want to make sure people know that this is the law and that we're going to be offering health care to lots of people.
Well, state leaders were quick to criticize the secretary's visit. Governor Perry released a statement saying, quote, the Obama administration would rather point fingers at other people than accept any of the responsibility for Obamacare's failure. He went on to say low enrollment in Texas, quote, is not the reason Obamacare is failing. It's failing because it's simply bad policy.
One reason why this coverage deadline is so important is that after Monday, uninsured Americans can expect to pay a big tax penalty.
But for many, it is not exactly clear how much you could owe. It's either 1% of your income or $95, whichever is higher.
But as with any tax, it's more complicated than that.
Yes, so with this story on KXAN.com, we have posted a tax penalty calculator from the Tax Policy Center that could help you. We'll take a much closer look at the healthcare issues facing Texas this week on our political program, State of Texas in Depth. That's this Sunday morning at 8:30 on KXAN, right before NBC's Meet the Press.